Hi everybody, and welcome to the second video in the series, Is It Andy?, where we try to detect previously unknown examples of Andy Warhol's work before he became the man who made America go pop, where the only clues are the marks, strokes, themes, and quirks that made Andy Warhol's style his very own. Today we're looking at one of his signature emblems. You might even call it an avatar of his earliest years in New York City, where, fresh from art school, he was ringing doorbells and lugging along a ratty paper-bag portfolio to every art director in New York liable to give him a job. These little guys, called Sprites, show up again and again in his pre-pop drawings. A round head with a bracketed U-shaped nose and two dots for eyes. Sometimes they landed on album covers, other times magazine commissions. Most often as little doodles he gave away as calling cards. They were dear to his heart, and you could rightly call them a signature. So let's take a closer look at the one that may have been the most influential of all. Is it Andy? Plot twist: no. This is from a painting by the great graphic designer Jerome Snyder, done for an ad for the Container Corporation of America, way back in 1947. This is not Andy. In 1947, he was still working the easel in art school in Pittsburgh. Hitting the big time, still a dream in a young man's heart. I propose to you that this little proto-sprite by Jerome Snyder was hugely influential in Andy's career, and more importantly, his heart. It's been widely claimed by all kinds of authorities that Andy was a sponge, soaking up the styles of others, and, when necessary, producing them on command as a way of getting a foothold, a gig. I propose that as a young art student, he saw this ad, part of a highly respected series, and in it, he saw himself. The work is in honor of New York State. The top half shows the country folk up in the bucolic hills and fields. This bottom half shows in New York City, sophisticated, urban, immersed in the neon and action of city life. I propose that Warhol saw this guy, and something clicked. Consciously or not, he adopted its shapes and forms and urban aspirations as his very own, and then reproduced it again and again as a calling card of who he was and who he wanted to be. Now, as it happened, Jerome Snyder, who actually created this work, would later become a real-life touchstone in Andy's career. It's almost certain he gave the younger artist gigs in Sports Illustrated when he was art director there. And Andy's gratitude toward the man and his work went well beyond mere invitation. Here we see a tiny drawing from the Guy Hepner Gallery, inscribed to Jerome Snyder and his wife, that Andy created in 1958. The young artist from Pittsburgh had arrived and had met the man who called like a beacon from the big city. Warhol's name is indelible in popular culture. Let's give Jerome Snyder some love for having a hand in getting him there. Thanks for watching, and please hit the usual button if you'd like to see more about 1950s Warhol, mid-century graphic design, and theories about the hidden origin story of the man who revolutionized contemporary art.